loves. How are y'all doing? This is Auntie Danny, the kids' favorite auntie. How y'all doing today? First of all, it's Saturday. It's April 10th, right? It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day out, beautiful night. If y'all hear any noise, it's my neighbors across the way. They got the kids out. Kids is having a good time. So, long as they ain't on top of my head, I'm good with that. Okay, because who want to hear all of that? But I hope all of y'all are doing fine. So, I'm coming to y'all with another video about my surgery experience. If you haven't watched the last one, um, I had a tummy tuck, liposuction of the abs, flanks, and back, a little projection here and there, and I am 1 month and 2 days post-op. Okay, so don't mind me, y'all. I'm finishing my cocktail. I was out earlier celebrating cousin's birthday, and you know, I haven't had a libation since like a month and a half before surgery, so I was a little parched. So I think we shared a craft of some type of sangria. It was good, but it was the very end, and I was like, YOLO. So I took it with me. So my last video, I said I was going to come back with y'all and share um, some things I did about research and also about prepping. Now, prepping is a broad spectrum. Prepping financially, emotionally, physically, um, it's a wide range. So um, I'm going to try to touch on all of them as far as that's concerned. But when it comes to research, what I did was I Googled. Um, I only had one referral, and that was actually the one I actually went to. A friend of a friend had recommended him. And just because a friend of a friend recommended doesn't mean that I'm not going to research because they had a good experience. I still wanted to research. So I did that. So again, Google, you can put in different searches. You can put in plastic surgeons in whatever area you're in if you want to stay local. Plastic surgeons in Miami, that's a popular place everyone is going to. Plastic surgeons in DR or Colombia. You can put in plastic surgeons who deal with a certain body type. And let me just touch on that. So, you have doctors who are really good at doing certain body types. They're not good at doing skinny BBLs and tummy tucks and lipos. Some are good at doing full figured. Some are good at doing a broad spectrum, but that's where your research comes into play. And when your research comes into play, am I sounding slurred? Am I sound like I've been drinking? But that's where your research comes into play. You want to search these doctors. If you're a full figure person like myself, you would want to see the pictures, you want to see the post op, you want to see the before and afters, you want to get the experiences of the person. And a lot of times you can go on Real Self. That is a website where you can put in a specific doctor that you're researching and you can get reviews. Okay. I plan on doing a review on my doctor in Real Self. There are, and that's where I found some of his reviews. And again, there's not one bad thing about him. Like, I'm blessed. Like, he was so sweet, kind, compassionate. I'm not saying that because he just did mines. Like, he was really on point as a doctor. Like, that bedside manner is so important. Like, I can't stand a rough doctor, not a rough doctor to the point where they're talking to you rough about what you can and cannot get. Just their persona, how they treat you with respect, how they You can tell me something is not for me and not be rude, okay? Because we definitely had discussed some things too, and he definitely was not rude. He was actually very concerned, and we went through a couple of tests just to make sure, like, he was on point. So I definitely will be doing a review in Real Self about Dr. G. Um, I have my notes here just in case you see me looking over. Um, so we discussed that you can put in different Google searches, and then you can begin to research from there. Um, you can research their specialties, their credentials, um, if they had any deaths. Very important. Very, very important. Now, I'm not saying that deaths don't happen. It's unfortunate if you're not honest and if you don't become very forthright in your telling of your medical history. But sometimes unforeseen occurrences happen. And so sometimes people can pass away. Thank goodness, me and my folks wasn't one of them. Um, but I checked that with him. And that doesn't mean that let me say this, if a doctor has a death on their head, um, I don't want to say that should deter you if he's had 1,000 people that raved about um, his work as opposed to one. Now, when it starts to be a little more than one, two, three, four, five, six, or you're starting to hear things about infections and just bad reviews, that's when the red light should go off. That's where you start to be like, you know what? Let me look around some more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, God forbid, if my doctor would have came back and it said he had several deaths, people had infections, and I looked him up on Google and on YouTube, and it said, people were giving bad reviews, then I'm gonna scratch them, you know, because you're paying this money and you don't want any and everybody cutting on you and performing a bad service. So definitely not. Um, you want to look up those prior clients too. You'd be surprised how a lot of people on YouTube, like myself, who are telling their testimony, who are telling you what happened, everything from A to Z, and including showing scars. So, yeah, it is very important, very, very important to do your research. You also want to look at, do you want to, a doctor that just work at these boutique clinics, or does he have his own private practice? Okay, that's important too. As I was looking, um, and I'm gonna say a lot because that's my word. Okay, but as I was looking, and I ran across a lot of places in Miami. They have a lot of boutique clinics where a lot of the doctors come in 2, 3 times out of the week and perform surgeries. And so it's almost like they give a cut to the clinic, they get a cut off of every patient, and that's how things are done. Some of them do have their own practice, but here's the thing: if you go to them in their own practice, it's more money. Um, so you want to weigh that out. Do you want to go to the boutique clinic and be in there with several thousand people? Not all necessarily waiting for him, but again, is different doctors in this boutique clinic, and the different doctors have their patients. So what I had seen and what I have heard is that it can be very crowded in the clinic. So I did come across a young lady on YouTube, and I can't remember her name, but she opted to use that doctor, but out of his own practice for extra money, to get the comfort and the privacy and um, the VIP treatment, so to speak. And yeah, she paid more, and that was fine with her. So weigh that out. Do you want to, you know, go with a doctor who works at this boutique clinic? Do you want to, stick with him, or do you want to see him outside of the clinic and pay extra money and be comfortable? that's something to look into also. Um, Again, real self. You can type in their name and you can see everything that comes up. Um, and again, at the end of the day, this good here YouTube has saved me. I looked and looked and looked. Okay. Again, I had two doctors here in Philadelphia, and I had the doctor that was referred to me and my friend in DR. Let me just say, his bedside manner all the way in DR was better than the two doctors here. Yeah, and I spoke to him through WhatsApp. These two here couldn't even return a call. So when you spending your money, you do what you want to do for you, but you weigh those pros and cons. You get yourself a little book. You write down these doctors. You write down what their specialties are. As you get more familiar with their work, you write it down. You also write down questions you may have for them. Um, I had questions for the two doctors here. I never got to ask them. That's fine. I asked my doctor and he answered them. He answered them on WhatsApp and he answered them in person. Love him. So that is the portion of research. When I say research, I need y'all on there like, that's how I need y'all. That's how I need y'all. I need y'all to research, okay? It's so important. You don't always have to go by the person, but it's good to get um, information from everybody because it helps you narrow down and wean out what you're going to do along with your research. So, in other words, just don't take the word of everybody. Do your research. Like, I was appreciative of the referral, and I'm so glad I got the referral, but I still was going to research him. Not even because he was in another country. I still was going to research him because I was paying my money. I was paying the coin. Okay. I wasn't going to be just going, okay, let me just give him my money. Yeah, I know how I feel about my monies. Okay. Play these games. Okay. So I know you're like, what is going on? So I've been sipping all night long. So, okay, let's get to the prepping. So let's talk about the financial prepping. Financial prepping, saving your money. If you can save your money over a course of a year, um, to put down and to pay off. Now, some of the girls, some of the dolls have saved money, put down a deposit, and made their surgery date 6 to 8 months, maybe even a year out. So they can save that money and pay it so that they're not strapped for any money, pressed for cash. It's paid in full. They don't have to take out any loans because you can do that too. In the States here, you can take out a loan. Um, in other countries, they want cash money. Okay. US cash money for the 99 and the 2000. Okay. They want the money. So have your money saved up. However, you can save it up. Work a second job, overtime at your job, penny pinching here and there. If you want it, you'll make a way. Like I said, everything is not um, going to be last minute. Some people plan out. Now, I have been doing my research for well over a year, and I have been saving money along the way. Here's the thing. I knew that I did not want to be wearing a faja 24/7 in the summer. And I said, I'm going in March. We literally, me and my girl literally decided 45 days before surgery, yep, this gonna be the day, this gonna be the doctor, we're gonna get this money. And we got the money, okay? And I feel like we're happy we got it done when we got it done. Um, because I felt like if it wasn't gonna be now, when was it gonna be? So we normally don't work from home. We normally don't work from home. We usually work in an office, but because of the pandemic, we've been working from home. And that allows us to take, first of all, we saved up so much time because there's no need to take off because we home. And then we took time off to go there, obviously, but we didn't have to take off so much time to the point where we was looking at our time being depleted. We came home and we work from home, and when we get off of work, we rest. And that's how we've been healing. We've been doing so well with that. So I felt like this was the perfect time for us. Everything just aligned perfectly for us. So all I can say is save your money, um, work odd jobs, holiday season, however you could get your money, girl and sir, because, the men's get the surgery too. Get it. It's your life, it's your body. You do what you want to do. F them, okay? And that's on periodic table. Okay, so that's how you prep financially. Also, financially, there's things that go along with the surgery. It's not like wham bam, you get the surgery done, you done. There was so much stuff I had to get beforehand. I was on Amazon. Amazon should give me an award. Okay. Um, I stayed on Amazon buying supplies. I was in Wally World buying supplies, aka Walmart, buying supplies. The supplies what was I buying? I was buying tank tops because you need, straight tank tops, nothing with no ribs or nothing to put under your faja. I was buying pads, which I didn't even need to use because I'm trying to think the only time I did use it a couple of times. I'll tell y'all about that later. That's a story time, child, while I needed to use the pads. We had to buy Clorox wipes. We had to buy like wet ones type of wipes to wipe your body. We had to buy, excuse me, portable urinals. What else? Man, it was so much stuff. It was so much stuff, but it was worth it. Let me tell you something. This is not like one and done when you get it done. You have to maintain your results, and there's things you have to buy pre and post op in order to maintain yourself. So I'm just going to my orders here because I had so much. So post op. Let me go all the way down to the bottom of stuff that I brought. Okay. So one of the things I bought was liquid iron because I wanted to keep my iron up. I wanted to keep it steady, and I didn't want any blood transfusion, especially in another country. It's not my ministry. So I have bought liquid iron, which was sugar free. It was in blueberry flavor. It was Welly's liquid mineral supplement. So I took a tablespoon of that a day. I brought Herbacil Arnica tea, which is for inflammation. I brought a 2 pack of 25 bags. I still use it from time to time if I feel the inflammation in my body. I brought Arnicare gel, which is part of the Arnica family. So the gel I would put on my body for like the bruising and the pain works wonders. I brought a travel urinal, female urinal. I brought two of those. I brought a Master Lock portable travel, like a safe, portable safe. I didn't know if over there they give out plastic straws, so I brought reusable metal straws. I brought um, compression socks. I brought post surgery shapewear. I bought bromelain. Bromelain is from the pineapple extract, and it helps with inflammation as well. I bought pineapple tea, helps with inflammation as well. I didn't want to be inflamed out here. Okay, I didn't want to be inflamed. I also got muscle massage oil that I massage myself with. I have a massager, and in between my massages, I give myself massages. While I was over there, I bought some of this stuff and made sure it was shipped by the time I got home. I also brought a leg elevation pillow. I knew I was going to need it because that plane ride was hell coming back. My feet were swollen like two footballs. It was tragic. Okay. I was like, why? Why, Lord? My legs, everything felt like they was both 200 pounds apiece. I was like, Lord, I need to get this fluid out. And that pillow really helped. Um, I brought Tree Hut sugar scrub for my lady parts. I brought a waist trainer bodysuit. Brought a waist trainer corset. I brought foam boards. Um, I brought Moderna recently, and I also brought calcium alginate for my belly button. So I say all of that to say there are things that you're going to be buying pre and post op to help you along this journey. And I feel really good because I try to remain positive. So every time I think of where I started at the day after surgery, the week after surgery, the following week versus now, I'm like, I don't know how I did it, but I made it. Like I made it over the hump. I feel like I made it over the hump. If you can make it over the 4 weeks, you good money. Like that's how I feel. So yeah, those are some things that you're gonna absolutely need to purchase. Okay. So that was that. Prepping. So that was prepping financially because you have to buy some stuff. I'm gonna also share with you some of the stuff I use to prep my body. Prepping yourself mentally and emotionally. Listen, this is a roller coaster ride. And I'm going to be very honest and transparent. Some days I'm like, oh, why did I do this? My body weary. Or is my stomach going down? Or what's this lump right here? Or this don't look right. You're gonna, it messes with your mind sometimes. I'm going to be honest. But it really is all in your mind. Your body is changing day by day. And also, depending on what you eat and what you drink, it affects your body in this very beginning stage of your post op. So, you have to really be careful how you treat yourself. And don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you're going to be fine. Um, Again, I try to do all the things and stay on top of it. And sometimes I feel like, and it's not to say like I'm not satisfied with myself or my results. It's just sometimes you want stuff instant, and nothing is instant in this journey here. Nothing. Okay. So just prepare yourself. And they had talked about this in like our surgery groups and online, like you're gonna feel these feelings. And I thought to myself, I ain't gonna feel these feelings. I'm a G out here in these streets. Nope. You feel it. You be in the house. I live alone. So I be in the house like, what the fuck did I do? Damn it. Like sometimes you just feel like, did I do it? Did I do it right? Did I? And then you have today where I put on clothes and I'm like, yeah, I did this. I did this. That's how you be. That's how you be feeling. So you're gonna have your ups and down days. So don't be one thing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Your body is still healing. It's still changing. Take your time. Period. Like it's your body. Take your time. Don't try to rush it. Don't. This drink was good. So some of the things that I brought ahead of time, um, so that my labs could come back on point, I'm gonna share with you. So some of these things I already have been using because they're good for you to use anyway, and especially in the wake of the pandemic. So vitamin C, okay, 1,000 milligrams. I was taking one every day. I've been taking this. I want to say before the pandemic, but I really stocked up. I was taking like 500 milligrams, then I boosted it to 1,000 milligrams because you can't play out here. Okay, people was dropping like flies. Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, one a day. Okay, I was also taking two D3s. Okay, so one soft gel was 25 mcgs, which is 1,000 IUs. I take two a day. Okay, I take two a day. It's not a game. Okay, every day I drink. Before I drink coffee at 9 o'clock, so I try to stay on how I have my coffee at 9. I drink 30 ounces of water. I take my vitamins. And when I now do well, I've been doing this with my coffee, but when I make my coffee, I always put in a scoop of collagen peptides. So collagen peptides helps with hair, skin, nail, and joint health. I've been taking this for a good minute. This is not my first container. I take it all the time. But I put a scoop in my coffee. It's very fine and it mixes well with your drinks. But I put it in there with my coffee and I'm good. Okay. So what else? What else? What else? So also to boost my um, labs when I went to see the doctor, and before I went to DR, I went to my own primary care physician and got my blood drawn and everything. One of the things I don't have here because I ran out, I got to get some more, is the liquid iron. I was taking, I'm gonna try to insert a picture of what it looks like, but the liquid iron was clutch. Everybody has the one that they choose to take depending on their iron. I liked it because it was sugar free, but it was still good to me. It was a blueberry flavor. And I took, like I said, 1 tablespoon a day. So in the morning, I would take my iron, my vitamin C, my D3, my oregano oil, and my black seed oil. Like I said, now some of that was, to help with labs, but overall, it helps with your immune system. And that's why I've been taking those other things. So I would take that. Then when I'd have my first meal of the day, I would take a multivitamin, a women's centrum, and I have to eat first and then take this. If I take this with all my other vitamins and supplements, or even by itself, I get nauseous. Something about this pill, and I know why. It has iron in it, but iron in a pill always makes me nauseous, so I have to eat with it. So I would take this, and I would take folate. And they told me to take folate in my medical care packet from my doctor in DR. So I started taking this and this together. Okay. So, and let me just say, I haven't taken this in a week. I wanted to try a little study. So I noticed when I do take this, um, I feel like I want to eat the whole refrigerator. Something about a multivitamin makes me super freaking hungry, yo. I be famished. I be like, I just ate. Like I want to eat again and again and again. So this week I haven't even taken this. And I have not felt the craving to want to stuff my face with stuff. So I don't know what it is. I know it has all the vitamins and supplements that I need. It even has the folic acid in here. But I was taking it because I wanted a double dose of iron. To keep in my system. So I was taking those. So now we get to aftercare, after surgery. So I wish I would have brought this with me to DR. This is pain reliever, rapid release, 500 milligrams each, and this one is like a Tylenol PM, 500 milligrams. I wish I would have had this in DR to take the edge off because, okay, so they give you medicine, they give you painkillers, your antibiotics and stuff, after surgery. That medicine, I might as well have chewed the Tic Tac. It didn't do nothing for me. Okay, I took it hoping it would take the edge off. It really didn't. Thank goodness. This is gonna sound crazy. I scrounged in my house for old pills from old prescriptions. I mean, I had codeine 300s. I had naproxen. I'm glad I had I think I may have had like 9 or 10 pills, five of each, and that helped me at night. I took that at night to try to sleep. So when I got home, I made sure to buy this, and this really took the edge off for me. So sometimes when I'm feeling a little bloated or inflamed and I'm feeling uneasy, I will take a Tylenol PM to go to sleep, and that really helps. Okay, bromelain helps with inflammation. Sometimes I would wake up and just feel tight. I would take a bromelain, and I would take me arnica tea and pineapple tea, 2 bags together, and make me some tea in the morning and sip that um, for like 30 minutes. Just try to get the inflammation out, the uneasiness out. But definitely bromelain. It smells stink when you open it. It smells like pineapple and a baby pamper, and I don't like that combination. It's not just. Mm. And then, I was talking to my mother, Miss Ann, and a lot of stuff comes back to me from being a kid. And she was a very great mother. She is a very great mother, and she was very very holistic with her vitamins and supplements and keeping us healthy and stuff. And so I was talking to her, and she's like, "How you feel? I just want you to get better." I said, "I'm getting better every day." And so she was like, "You know what? Get you some vitamin E." Now let me tell you what I remember. I remember her giving me vitamin E, but not to take, like ingest. She was like, "No, you can definitely ingest it." I said, "Yeah, Mom, but I remember you putting it on my wounds and it healed it right up." She said, "Yeah, you could do that too." She said, "You remember that?" I said, "I remember everything that you done." And I said, down to the garlic, lemon and ginger tea used to make, so we wouldn't have all of that cold and stuff in our throat for the winter. That works. I said, but I definitely remember you putting the vitamin E. You would open it with a little safety pin and you would rub it on our wounds. I remember her rubbing it on my burn. I got burned when I was little. I remember her putting it on my father's wounds. Like, it really works. So I went out and got it. So I told him, "Yeah, I got it, because I know you don't play around when you comes to this." So she was like, "Yeah, take it." So I haven't put it on my wounds yet, but I have been ingesting it and taking one a day with everything else. And my scars have been healing very well. I think if you take care of yourself pre surgery, you won't struggle too much to heal. I really believe that. I really believe that if you are a person who takes vitamins and supplements on a regular, drinks plenty of water, tries to eat right, that your recovery won't be as bad. Now, I'm not saying I'm the guru. I've had some bad days, but I could have had worse days. So I'm very thankful that I know what to do and what to take. So, yeah, but I'm happy that, like I said, I'm happy that I did this. The journey is a lot. It's not for the weak, but nothing is for the weak, right? Um, I've been cut 2 times on this stomach before this. I took it like a G. So it is what it is. Um, I'm going to continue to heal. and not try to rush myself. That's the thing. You can't rush it. You can't. You literally have to take your time. We want to rush it, right? We want to be like, I want this over with. I want it'll be over before you know it. You know why? Because time flies. It literally does. It literally. I can't believe it's already been over a month that we went, and it's been an amazing experience for me. I also, when it comes to prepping, prep for money for the side for certain things. Prep for your post-op massages. They're very important. Um, Isabel was the young lady that did my massages in DR. She did a great job. She said, "Oh, you only need like 5 more massages when you go home. You know, you book your massages." So I went to this place in Philly, Magali Spa on Castor Avenue. Wonderful place. It reminds me of DR. Half of the people don't speak English, and I love it. I I just need you to rub this body down. You hear me? Rub me down. And that's exactly what they do. They're super sweet and they're very professional. And I have 2 more massages left. I have ordered a package of 5, but I'm gonna get another package. If you get the package, it's $50 a massage. It's $250. I've spent money on frivolous stuff. So I'm definitely going to invest in myself. So I'm definitely going to get 5 more massages after this. Um, it really helps with your lymphatic system and pushing those fluids out and just molding and shaping your body. And they, like I said, they do a great job. I mean, she be like, and I be like, girl, get it, get it. So yeah, definitely put money aside for that. You're gonna need it. Don't skim on yourself. You don't spent this much money for your body for surgery. Invest a little more and make sure you're good. Um, yeah, I wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change it for anything. So that is that. I want to thank y'all for listening to me and me chit chatting with you about this surgery, about some things that you should do. Um, don't take my word for it. I mean, there's plenty of people on YouTube, but your auntie Danny gonna give you the real. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lies, child. It is something, like I said, I have been wanting to do for myself. I do a lot for others. Sometimes you gotta do for yourself. So do it. Um, don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people who sub you and talking about plastic surgery and saying little things. They ugly. They ugly. Okay, inside and out. And everybody has their opinion. Look, everybody's not going to be on board with my life and the things I want to do, and I get it. Um, but yeah, just don't be rude. Don't be nasty. Don't be mean, cause then Auntie Danny gets mean back. And my mouth is slicker than a Vidalia onion, so you better not. I love y'all so much. Listen, I'm gonna get off of this, okay? I'm gonna get off of this. I'm gonna put my bonnet on, wash my face. I gotta come to y'all with a nighttime routine, a nighttime cleansing facial routine. I gotta come to y'all with that. Because my channel is about a lot of stuff. I'm giving y'all a reel about surgery and things you should do. I'm gonna give y'all some story times too, because I got some stories. But I also want to give y'all recipes. I want to give y'all makeup tips. I want to give y'all skincare tips. Y'all know what it is. Listen, go over to my other videos and check those out so you'll understand what I'm trying to do here on this thing. I'm trying to be well rounded, well versed. So, but guess what? I love y'all. I really do. Y'all. And I want to thank all of those who watched my last video, my introduction to letting y'all know I had surgery. I appreciate the love and support. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend. It's me again. that you never know. Somebody might want to have surgery, or somebody might need a tip or two about something. So I'm here. Leave a comment, go over to my Instagram, Dr. G's underscore Danny Doll, Danni Doll. And I have some pictures and video up there. And I will see you guys soon. I love y'all. Have a good night and have a good weekend. Bye.